Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the More Freedom Series. Today we are here at Daytona for race number 1 in the More Freedom Series, Season 3, and this is going to be the Daytona 100. Right now, we got some changes that we have to go through real fast before we start the starting lineup and everything else, so let's go through all those changes. Couple things here. The 00 and the 660 of Garrett Miller. So Mudbone and Garrett Miller have switched to Showstoppers Racing for this season. Aces to Z Motorsports has switched from Ford to Toyota for this season. The number 8 of Moon Money moving over from the 22 to the number 8 with Douche Motorsports and a Chevy. And also a name change from Sailor Spoopy Moon to Moon Bunny. So that's new there. We have the number 33 of Harvey Jones with RP Racing and a Dodge. That's a new team for this year, along with his teammate, the number 544 of Frederick Winklevom, in the 544. So we got Frederick and Harvey for RP Racing. Bassman, new driver for KFB Racing this year. ZWTF in the 38, Bassman in the 38. The 42 is now ZWTF, moving over from the 33. He is going over to Juice Deuce Racing in a Dodge, which makes Mom Games Hard moving to the 143 for G3 Motorsports in her Chevy. Another new driver this season will be the number 123 of Roy Chow for Dump and Roll Racing. Also, Dump and Roll Racing moving to Toyota for this season. Heck of a Duber is moving to the number 329 from the number 32, and also going over to Douche Motorsports and a Chevy. So, Duber Racing has been disbanded or actually merged with Douche Motorsports for this season. And finally, the Seabass and the 777, previously in the number 7 car, still with Amish Buggy Racing in the Pontiac. So, other big thing to note is we only have 37 drivers in the series this season, and you're seeing those names on the screen. But it should still be a fantastic season. I'm really looking forward to it. And having said all that, happy hour is winding down, so let's go racing. Well, let's go through your starting top 10 real fast. Starting on the pole is going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric. And on his outside will be that number 49 of Jetman. Starting third will be the 00 of Mudbone. And on his outside, the 420 of Queen of Hearts. Starting fifth will be the 07 of Douche Baggins. And on his outside, his teammate, the 72 of Duchess. Starting seventh will be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games. And on her outside, the 51 of AJM 2588. Starting ninth will be the 42 of ZWTF. And starting 10th will be the 06 of Ice Cream Some Days. So that's your starting top 10 today here for this Daytona 100, as we look forward to 40 laps of hopefully green flag action today. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, this is going to be Eric's first pole of the year, and I'm sure he's very excited to be on the pole for this race. Get that first lap under your belt. Hopefully get the 5 bonus. He's got 5 bonus points right now for starting on the pole, but get those 5 more bonus points for leading a lap. So as you recall, the 5 bonus points for starting on the pole, 5 for leading a lap, 5 for leading halfway, and 5 for leading the most laps. So we're going to see what Eric does here as that beautiful orange and black Dodge Challenger pace car ducks in, leading us down to take the green flag here at Daytona for race number 1 in the More Freedom Series Season 3 is going to be that number 80 of Hog Eric. And we are underway here at Daytona. Again, the 80 is... and Dump and Roll Racing have moved to Toyotas for this season. I don't recall if I mentioned it, but the 999 of Deviant has also come over to Dump and Roll Racing for this year. As Eric leads us down the backstretch, the 00 of Mudbone pushing up high. Here comes that 07 of Douche Baggins. DB and the rest of the Douche Motorsports I heard it just in the garage this week. There was a lot of trash talking between Dump and Roll Racing and Douche Motorsports, as Eric currently on the point right here for lap number 1. We're going to see if G3, what she has to say about it. Coming down to the stripe, it's going to be super close. We should bring up that timing and scoring to see who led that first lap. As G3 now pushing out to the front. Followed right behind her is going to be that 51 of AJM 2588 for MBR. G3 Motorsports in the number 3 of Geek Girl Games. So your leader on lap number 1 will be that 80 of Hall Garrick, and by 0.011 over that number 3 of Geek Girl Games, as the number 51 of AJM now powering to the lead. Right behind him is going to be the 69 of Arco Creates coming down to the stripe. Your leader's going to be that number 51. Down into 1 and 2 they go. Last year's second place finisher in the More Freedom Series, that number 25 of JTM. No, I'm sorry. That is not JTM's car. I was confused. It looked like his last year's car. No, that's the 777 of Seabass. So Seabass working behind that number 69 of Arco Creates and the 619 of Balls Deep right behind him. Seabass with a brand new sponsor for this year, and that 777, also a new number. That's going to be with Tampax this year. But your leader on the point is still going to be right now that number 51 of AJM. The 69 of Arco Creates is really, really trying to get there in front of him, as AJM dropping down almost in front of the 69. Looks like the 777, Seabass is itching to get past the 69 of Arco Creates right now. As here comes the number 20 of Adam B5000 working to the inside of the 777. So Adam with a good run right now, right up to the back bumper of the 69 of Arco Creates. Down to into the tri-oval they go. AJM still your leader on the track. The 69 of Arco Creates still battling out with G3. Those two orange cars up there at the front with the 80 of Hall Garrick right behind him, or right behind her, and the 20 of Adam B5000 right behind that 69. So I don't know if AJM's car is just that fast, or if the 69 is just that slow, as the 20 of Adam B5000 now working underneath the 69 of Arco Creates, followed right behind him is going to be the 38 of Baseman and the 42 of ZWTF. I'm still getting used to some of these numbers, as a few people have changed. New paint jobs and new sponsors, all sorts of new stuff this year in the More Freedom Series. As Adam is working underneath that 51, it looks like the 69 was kind of a rolling roadblock. We're going to see what AJM does down this backstretch, as Adam down to his inside. Making it 3 wide right there is going to be the 42, which is not Mom Games Hard this year. That's going to be ZWTF and the 38 of Baseman. And here comes that 799 of Mike Check. So all new. These cars just look so fantastic this year. Such a great job on all these liveries. Partially done by myself and JTM. So what you're seeing is cars painted by both of us this year. And I think they all just turned. I mean, I'm tooting my own horn a little bit, but I think they all turned out really, really well this year. So Baseman is now working underneath the 51 of AJM. Here comes that 42 of, I always want to say, ZWTF is not Mom's Games Hard. She's in the one, what is she in now? The 143. So your leader on the track is going to be the number 20 of Adam B5000 still, as the 38 of Baseman now working underneath the 69 of Arco Creates. I don't know if Arco has just gotten his car figured out or what, as he's now working his way back to the front. So maybe he had some tire issues or his tires just need to come in, but he's now able to hang up here at the front. So the 42 of ZWTF now underneath him and working underneath the 38 of Baseman. Super close racing here for the point. ZWTF on the bottom. That Adam B5000 still your leader, as the 42 is working underneath that 38 of Baseman. Helped along by the 799, and here comes the 71 of Kung Fu Beer in that green Lima-Rita Ford this year. Definitely a different livery for him, as the 51 of AJM 2588 catching up to the back of the 20 of Adam B5000. Now looking underneath him into turn 3 and 4. Almost 3 wide for third place, as AJM now back to the point in front of that number 20 of Adam B5000 off of turn 3. Oh, I'm sorry, off of turn 4, down into the short. I want to say short chute. That's Indianapolis. This is the tri-oval. And AJM 2588 back to the point right now. Going to be his third lap led on the day. No, it's showing. Let's see, he's not a lap down. No, there we go. There we go. Just there's some things just updating, as the battle is between the 51, the 20, and the 42. Great battle for the lead right here on lap number 10. So halfway to halfway right now, and it's anybody's race at halfway. Again, halfway bonus of 5 points, and those 5 points definitely do matter at the end of the year. I think that was a lot of the deciding factor in last season, was bonus points for starting on poles, leading a lap, leading at halfway. All those things definitely came into play at the end of the year, as the 42 of ZWTF now working underneath that 20 of Adam B5000. Adam and AJM, a couple of fast cars hooked up there on the top, as here comes series newcomer, the 33 of Harvey Jones in that Reynolds Wrap car. Right behind him is going to be the 132 of Heck of a Duber, or sorry, the 329 of Heck of a Duber, as we have pit stops right now on the track. Coming into the pits is going to be the 95, the 999, the 40, and the 96 and the 619. So pit stops happening right here, as the 96 of Nico 2588 looks, we're seeing what he's going. Looks like a fuel-only stop for the 96, as he is away. He's out of his pits. Right side tires going on the number 40. He's down and away. All these cars down and away right now. Great look at that pace car. Your leader on the track is going to be still the number 20 of Adam B5000, as here comes the 544 into the pits, as we'll jump up here. We'll catch up to the back of those guys, as we have multiple drivers into the pits again on this lap. So pit stops underway here at Daytona, with the 544 of Frederick Winklebaum leading them into the pits, and that beautiful Geico Dodge that he's got going on. See if we can get a good look at that car. Painted up like his patrol car for Blaine County, I do believe. So good looking car for the 544. Lots of cars coming into, we're going to try to catch up with the rest of this field, as Adam's still going to be your leader with the number 51 of AJM 2588. They are dropping into the pits right now. So it looks like the rest of the field is into the pits. The 20, the 51, the 33, the number 13, the King of the Aces, who comes into the pits running in 7th. So we're going to see what Adam does here, as the 96 took fuel only on his stop. Right side tires going on for your leader, the number 20 of Adam B5000. Fuel going into that car. Right side tires only, fuel in. The number 20 is down and away. Here comes that 33 of Harvey Jones. 51 of AJM, slow in his pits. 71 of Kung Fu Beer coming out. Beer came into the pits in like 19th position, and he's coming out basically in third. So it's probably a fuel-only stop for that 71 of Kung Fu Beer. Sounds like we might have an accident. Check in. We do have an oh, we've got a massive pileup. Massive pileup right here. And it's going to involve that 544 of Frederick Winklebaum, the 619, the 777, the 23, the 40 of Veteran Chaos in on this. Disaster has struck here at Daytona. It looks like, I don't know, we're going to find out what's happening and who's your leader and everything else once all this stuff is sorted out. But it looks like massive pileup. And I'm not throwing blame at Frederick right now, but we're going to see what happens. As it looks like maybe your leader is going to be the 123. I don't know. See if he goes around the pace car. We're going to see what happens. We're going to follow this pace car. So while we're figuring out our running order and everything, let's go to the replay here. So this caution is going to be brought out by the number 80 of Hog Eric right here. You're going to see him. He's going to bump into the 00 of Mudbone, who's going to get into the 25 of JTM, and it's just going to cause a chain reaction. So let's see this replay. So lots of front runners caught up in this action. I think I saw the 96 of Nico caught up in this. So huge accident, and that's going to put out a few people. We're going to see what happens. We'll go to that scoring and all that stuff. But there was what happened here. So Eric, your pole sitter, getting into the 00 and causing an accident right there. So let's go back to live action. So we're still waiting for lots of things to update here. I can confirm the 999 as part of that accident is going to be out of the race. Cars that are going to be currently a lap down are going to be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games, the 07 of Douche Baggins. Again, the 999 is out. The 00 is currently being shown as 2 laps down. Fuller Than You is going to be, as part of that accident, 2 laps down. Mudbone, 2 laps down. Seabass, 2 laps down. Winklebaum, part of that accident, 2 laps down. Actually, we're getting some timing and scoring updates, so it's a fluid situation right now. Looks like out of the race is going to be, okay, so things are finally fixing themselves, and so out of the race right now is going to be the 999 of Deviant, the 23 of Fuller Than You, the number 40 of Veteran Chaos, the 777 of Seabass, the 619 of Balls Deep, the 00 of Mudbone, and the 544 of Frederick Winklebaum, all out of this race due to that accident. Also involved in that accident were going to be the 72 of Duchess, the 49 of Jetman, the 420 of Queen of Hearts, the 07 of Douche Baggins, and the 3 of Geek Girl Games. So I'm saying there was a lot of trash talk earlier in the week between Dump and Roll Racing and Douche Motorsports, and with that 80 of Hog Eric bumping the 00 and causing him to be part of that accident, actually caused DB and Duchess to be part of the same accident. So conspiracy theories aside, I'm just saying. So let's go through the current top 10, your leader on the track is actually going to be the number 123 of Roy Chow, rookie here. The number 123 of Roy Chow. Second's going to be the 799 of Mike Check. Third will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Fourth will be the 69 of Arco Creates. Fifth will be the 42 of ZWTF. Sixth will be the 20 of Adam B 5000. Seventh will be the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. Eighth will be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. Ninth will be the 38 of Baseman. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric. So those cars that are in front of Roy Chow, which include the 29, the 88, the 143, the 34, the 95, the 06, and the 96 are all on the very tail end of the lead lap right now. I'm guessing that's due to pit stops and all that stuff. So we're going to see what happens as this race goes on. Let's check and see if let's get back up here to the front, as it looks like the lights are out on that pace car. Leading us down to the green flag is going to be that 29 of Wishbone Attack. Again, he's on the tail end of the lead lap with his teammate, the 88. Actually, a couple of the MBR teammates right there on the tail end of that lead lap, the 29, the 88, and the 96. So Nico in danger of going a lap down here. Almost to halfway. Looks like Roy Chow may lead us at halfway here. So I'm guessing, I'm gonna guess that your leader at halfway is going to be the number 123 of Roy Chow. So, seems very beneficial to the dump and roll racing that accident occurred, as Roy Chow is the leader right now. Though the 999 of Deviant is out as part of that. He is one of the dump and roll racing teammates. So, collected in the carnage is going to be the 999. As Wishbone Attack leading us down to the green flag. He is currently running in the 19th position. Again, tail end of the lead lap. Your leader on the track is going to be the 123 of Roy Chow, as the 88 of NM dropping down to the inside of his teammate, the 29. So NM down to the inside. We're going to see what it looks like. The 96 of Nico he was damaged in that accident, so his car is probably going to be off the pace for the rest of the race, and which, I mean, doesn't bode well for him right now in this race. But again, he came back and had a few terrible races last season and ended up winning the championship. So even these folks that are out of the race have a chance as the season goes on. It's 36 races, so one race doesn't make or break your season here at the beginning, but you know, finishing last doesn't help. So Wishbone Attack is currently on the point for the race. I think we'll jump back here. We'll try to figure out. It looks like Duber might be the current leader on the track, but I'm not exactly sure yet, as it looks like the 69 of Arco Creates has figured out whatever issues he was having, as he's down to the inside of that 329 of Heck of a Duber. And so your battle for the lead on the track right now is going to be between the 69 and the 329. So again, your leader is the 329 of Heck of a Duber, and the 69 of Arco Creates down to his inside, being pushed along by that 42 of ZWTF. And here comes Duber's teammate, the 07 of Douche Baggins. Right behind him is going to be that number 80 of Hog Eric. So we're going to see if anything transpires between those two. As your leader on the track is the 69 of Arco Creates. Second place is going to be the 42 of ZWTF. Little bit of racy back there in the back of the pack, as here comes the 69 is just moving his way up to the point, putting all these folks a lap down. So again, still on the tail end of the lead lap is going to be the 29, but it looks like he's going to be passed here by the 69 of Arco Creates. Down to the tri-oval they come. Here comes that 07 of Douche Baggins underneath the 42 of ZWTF, not for position as DB is a lap down, but he's still working underneath that 42. Eric goes to the middle, not one to be right behind DB. Can't imagine why, but not one to be right behind DB. And he is, right now Arco's fending off this fight between the 42 and the 29. And it looks like Baseman right there on the bottom being pushed along by the 420 at Queen of Hearts. Queen currently a lap down to the leader. And we're going to see the battle for the lead right now as Baseman and Arco into the tri-oval. Your leader on the track is going to be that 38 of Baseman. And another KFB racing car, that number 1 of Jamal Jackson up here. Jamal currently up to second on the track, but not to be outdone is going to be that 123 of Roy Chow. The 51 of AJM 2588 is on the lead lap right now. As you remember from the early, there's a great look at that pace car. He was very fast, him and the number 20 of Adam B5000, and Adam and AJM currently hooked up there on the bottom right there in front of the 33 of Harvey Jones. So we're going to see what AJM does. He's still in line right there behind the 123 of Roy Chow. Roy is underneath the number 1 of Jamal Jackson, being pushed to the front by the 51 and the 20 and the 33. The 49 of Jetman, I'm checking, he is a lap down. The 25 is not a lap down. So those MBR teammates catching up to each other right now, as the 25 of JTM making it 3 wide with his teammate, the 49. As still the leader on the track is going to be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson up here at the front. I'm not sure if Roy doesn't have anything in that Toyota, as the number 20 of Adam B5000 now underneath the number 51 of AJM 2588. So Adam working underneath the 51, being moved along by the 33. He is now trying to get underneath that 123 of Roy Chow. And that Panda Express car. Here comes the 38 of Baseman. Lots of movement here on the track for position. We know what happens when there's a lot of movement on the track. Accidents occur, but they're racing pretty good right now, as KFB's team is right there on the point with the 33 and the number 1. KFB himself is right there on the low line as the 20 of Adam B5000 working underneath the 1 of Jamal Jackson. Jamal up to the high line right there in front of the 420. Adam down to the bottom underneath the 38 of Baseman, being with that draft between the 33 and the 25. The 25 now underneath the 33 of Harvey Jones. Here comes the number 6, the 06, new number for Ice Cream this season. 06 of Ice Cream Some Days coming up to the back bumper of that 25. As we got pit stops right now, when we got an accident again, the 123, the 799 involved in an accident right here. We're still under green. Nope, we do have caution on the track as the 123 or the 143 of Mom Games Hard and the 799 of Mike Check get into each other. The 20 of Adam B5000 into the pits. The 329 of Heck of a Duber, the 71 into the pits. So this is actually going to be very, very beneficial for the 71, the 329, and the 20, as that's probably going to put them at the front of the field here as we go back to when we come back to green. So as you saw, that little accident right there between the 143 and the 799 is going to bring out this caution here. We'll catch up to the pace car. We're going to see what the rest of these folks do, as that's kind of lucky for the 20 and the 71 and the 329 right there. It looks like we're going to have tons of pit stops here. We're going to see if anybody elects to stay out, as most everybody's coming in right now. Looks like we've got a few takers for pit road. We have some people staying out. Looks like the 420 of Queen of Hearts is going to stay out. I believe she's a lap down right now. The 33 of Harvey Jones staying out, as well as the 25 of JTM. So that should put the 33 of Harvey Jones up to the lead, and the 25 of JTM up there in second place. So we'll check and see what the timing and scoring does. Let's see what we got going on in the pits. Looks like TC Roberts down and away. The 660 of Garrett Miller getting, I don't know if he's got issues or he's down and away. There's Jamal looks like Jamal involved in an accident. So we're going to have to see this replay of what happened to Jamal, as he just got towed to the pits. So we're going to get an accident here on pit road between the 799 and the 1. Let's check out this replay. The 799, I'm not sure if he was coming into his pits or what, but yeah, he was coming into his pits and ended up trying to pit early and ran into the side of the number 1 and flipped Jamal over. So Jamal, coming into the pits in second place, may be out of this race now. We're going to see what happens. Lots of wild action happening here on the track, as it looks like the 25 and the 3 are coming into the pits. So we got more takers for pit road right now. The number 33 of Harvey Jones, no, he has 2 pit stops, so he's good to go right now. So he had already pitted. That is, that's my bad. Let's see, the 06 of Ice Cream Some Days is being shown a lap down, so we're going to see who the leader is, what everything's going on. It could be the 300 is in second, so timing and scoring is going to update here. We've had a lot of crazy action happening on this track today, and unfortunate incident in the pits between the 799 and the number 1, as well as the 799 and the 143 on the track, causing this caution. So let's go through your top 10 right now with 10 laps to go. Your leader is going to be the number 33 of Harvey Jones. Second place will be the 300 of Resemble. Third will be the 51 of AJM 2588. Fourth will be the 13 of King of the Aces. Fifth will be the number 8 of Moon Bunny. Sixth will be the number 20 of Adam B 5000. Seventh will be that 329 of Heck of a Duber. Eighth will be the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. Ninth will be the 38 of Baseman. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the 123 of Roy Chow. So we got a rookie right now leading the way and a rookie in 10th. Those might be our only two. No, we got four rookies this year. So we got Harvey, Frederick, Baseman, and Roy Chow, I believe, are our rookies for this year. So having led right now 5 laps, Arco currently, no, wait, I'm sorry. Adam B5000, having led 8 laps, is currently on pace to lead the most laps in the race. As we go across the stripe, this will be number 3 for Harvey. Not sure what is going on, as we do have some more takers for pit road here. So that's going to bunch up the top folks, as let's check we are going back. We got 1 lap to go until green. So bunching up our field as those folks go in to take their pit stop. Again, your leader is going to be that 33 of Harvey Jones. For RP Racing in that Reynolds Wrap Alienware car this year. So the 33 last year, if you'll recall, the 33 was ZWTF for the Skull Bandit Racing. So Skull Bandit Racing no longer a team this year, and ZWTF moved over to the 42 with Juice Deuce Racing and Grizzly as their sponsor. And so RP Racing new to the series with the 33 and the 544. Poor Frederick out of the race right now. So Frederick's out of the race, finishing 37th. But hey, they've bookended the thing right now. So we got first and 37th. So, I mean, that's something. So Resemble right there for Drop Bear Racing. Again, Drop Bear moved to Toyotas for this year. Same Dr. Pepper sponsor for that 300 of Resemble. We're going to see if Resemble has anything for this 33 of Harvey Jones or that number 51 of AJM 2588 or the 20 of Adam B5000. Those two cars have been super strong all day. AGM only leading 2 laps, but always at the front right there with Adam. So we're going to see what those cars do as that black and orange Dodge Challenger pace car ducks into the pits, hopefully for the last time, as Harvey leads us down. And we are back under green here at Daytona. Less than 10 laps to go. As currently the fastest lap is by the number 300 of Resemble at 196.341 miles per hour. So Resemble with the fastest lap, but underneath him is going to be that 51 of AJM 2588. And here comes the number 8 of Moon Bunny with a fantastic run. The 13 of King of the Aces cutting off that number 20 of Adam B5000 down the backstretch. Your leader on the track is going to be the number 51 of AJM 2588. But that number 8 of Moon Bunny for Douche Motorsports powering underneath the 51 of AJM 2588 out to the lead right now by several car lengths. As Moon Bunny, and we've got several more people coming into the pits. So your leader on the track is going to be the number 20 of Adam B5000. I'm not sure what they were thinking, not coming into the pits under caution, but for whatever reason they didn't. So your leader on the track is going to be the number 20 of Adam B5000. Several car lengths back to the number 38 of Baseman and his teammate, the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. So Beer working underneath the number 123 of Roy Chow. Here comes that 69 of Arco Creates, who I think had just some weird tires to start off the race, but he has certainly picked it up as we've gone on, as the as Kung Fu Beer working underneath that number 20 of Adam B5000, I think. The 38 of Baseman is going to be your leader right now. This 5 car breakaway up here at the front, changing positions all over the track. Those 2 KFB racing cars, the 38 and the 71, right there with the 69 of Arco Creates, the 20 of Adam B5000, and the 123 of Roy Chow. So KFB, his team to the point, now underneath his teammate, the 38 of Baseman. KFB wanting to get this win over the 38. This is revenge for all that NCAA football game. So KFB underneath the 38. And he is going to be your leader here on lap number 35. So 5 or 6 laps to go here at Daytona. Your leader is, I think it's going to be shown as the 71 of Kung Fu Beer, but he's unable to pull away from the 38. He's motioning in the mirror. I can see him. He's motioning in the mirror right now. Get that 69 of Arco Creates underneath him, help him down the backstretch as the 20 of Adam B5000 and 38 working together. The 38 of Baseman into the middle. Into turn 3 and 4 they go. Baseman on the point. As the 300 of Resemble, who is currently, I think he's still on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap. They're going to catch up to him really fast. We're going to see what the cars do, how they split him, as the 69 of Arco Creates powering underneath the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. On the point still is going to be the 38 of Baseman. KFB Racing kind of in the catbird seat right now as they're catching up to the back end of that 300 of Resemble. So down into 3 and 4, catching up, about to catch the draft on the 300 of Resemble. Working underneath him is going to be the 71 and a 38. We're going to see what the 20 of Adam B5000 gets caught up behind him. As the leader, with just a handful of laps to go, is going to be the number 38 of Baseman. As KFB now underneath his teammate. Maybe. I'm looking, I'm watching. KFB trying to work underneath the 38 of Baseman right now into 3 and 4. As Resemble has come to play here, he's going to be a lap down, but he probably has a little bit faster car with those fresh tires. Just a couple laps to go. Here comes the 69 of Arco Creates, pushing the 71 of Kung Fu Beer around. The 38 of Baseman, making it 3 wide right now is going to be the 69, the 20, and the 300. Roy Chow sitting there in the back. If something happens right now, it could be Roy Chow's race to win. KFB and Baseman battling it out. Two KFB Racing teammates battling for the win right here. This could be potentially KFB's first win of the series. Working really hard right now. Down into the tri-oval they come. The 20 of Adam B5000 lining up behind him. As we might have, is not the white flag lap yet. It might be the white flag lap. Let me make sure. I'm not sure if this is the white flag lap or if we got one more to go, but KFB is battling it out right now with his teammate, the 38 of Baseman, into 3 and 4. Right behind him is going to be that number 20 of Adam B5000 and the 69 of Arco Creates. Down into the tri-oval they come. Your leader right now is going to be that 71 of Kung Fu Beer. White flag lap. Kung Fu Beer is going to be the leader. The 20 of Adam B5000 dropping to his inside. KFB on the point. Right behind him is going to be his teammate, the 38 of Baseman. The 20 of Adam B5000 down to his inside. The 69 of Arco Creates. I don't know if he's got anything right now for Adam, but Baseman and KFB pushing on the top line right now. One turn to go as we go into 3 and 4. Out of 3 and 4, your leader is, I don't know yet, so coming down to take this checkered flag. It's going to be very close. It looks like it's going to be the 20 of Adam B5000 is going to be your winner today here at Daytona for the Daytona 100. Mere inches over that 71 of Kung Fu Beer. We're going to wait for timing and scoring to update, but it looks like, and it is indeed your winner today here at Daytona is going to be the number 20 of Adam B5000. A fantastic end to this race. He's going to have led the most laps and just an amazing, amazing race. I mean, for most people, there were some few cautions, but pulling out the win. He had a fantastic car all day and powered on the inside line. KFB and Baseman just didn't have what it took to get them to get KFB around him. So KFB going to finish second. Awesome job today. So let's go through your finishing top 10. Again, your winner is going to be number 20 of Adam B 5000. Second place is going to be the number 71 of Kung Fu Beer. Third will be the 69 of Arco Creates. Fourth will be the 38 of Baseman. Fifth will be the number 123 of Roy Chow. Sixth will be the 25 of JTM. Seventh will be the 42 of ZWTF. Eighth will be the 11 of TC Roberts. Ninth will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric. So, wow, a fantastic job, a fantastic race today here at Daytona. I can't say the racing was so good. Unfortunately, we had those late race cautions, and or I think it would have just been even closer. So next week we will be heading to Charlotte for the Charlotte 80. So that's going to be next week, and it's shaping up to be a fantastic season. I'm sure Adam's going to be leading the points after this week, but 36 races to go, or 35 races to go. It's anybody's season, as always, and it's always hopefully it comes down again this season to the last race. So that's going to do it. Congratulations to the number 20 of Adam B 5000, powering his way to the win over Kung Fu Beer, who finishes second today. Fantastic job by KFB and KFB Racing. So that's going to do it for me from Daytona here in the More Freedom Series. Congratulations again to Adam B 5000. And until next week at Charlotte, take care.